Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. So Georgia's offense will have the football first here. First, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
The game makes it second and medium. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the ball to the ground. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Wow, the defense makes a huge play. They were able to poke the ball away from the receiver, but the offense was quicker to get to the ball, so they retained possession.
And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? It's not the way you want to start. First down and 20 now. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. Dogs will bring their punt team on the field now. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. Great execution that time. The offense in a tough spot to start the drive. So the USC Trojans offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Picks up 3 yards, so second and 7.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
He pulls it in for a big gain. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. Fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On first and 10, looking to throw. He makes the grab. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. The Trojans will line up on first and 10. And they'll give it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Ball handed to the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense. As the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Trying to create here on the move, but it's incomplete. They missed an opportunity, and now it's 4th down. The Trojans will have to punt this one away. Hard running there, breaking tackles. He's got an opening. Watch out, he's got great speed. Can he make it? Touchdown, Georgia. He'll stroll into the end zone. Well, Kirk, they thought they might have a special teams edge in this playoff game. Their guys stepped up huge that time.
Yeah, you know, I thought it might be their ability to block punts, but instead, they set up the return, and man, does it pay off. Some good blocks, but really, how about the athletic ability and the instincts by the return man to give them the lead? They can smell it. They're trying to get to that national championship.
And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? And the back gets the football. The gain moves the ball to the 34. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 now for the offense.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Running back with the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Branch. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
6th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. To throw, it's Moss. Throws it to the right. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the shotgun, drops back. Looks to the left for a quick throw. It's caught downfield. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. And the Trojans looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We expect the teams have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the 2nd quarter. crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he scores. Touchdown, USC. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Point after, up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense. Quarterback hammered after the throw. That's an obvious 15-yard penalty. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Movement here from the tight end. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of the defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quick throw to the left side. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. To 30. Past the 20. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position. First and goal here for the offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Ball carrier tackled there.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. And it's picked off in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 27. Receiver in motion now. Looking downfield. It's back. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Georgia setting up for the first and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. That completion makes it second and short. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's ETN. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Pass caught. Second down now. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Grab down the middle. It's Lovett. Tackle made after a big gain. Georgia now operating in the red zone. Oh, here comes the reverse. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. They were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Grab behind the line. It's Humphreys. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
So a tough third and long on the 10th play of the drive. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Has no one to throw to there on third down, and now it's a fourth down coming up. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the returner will be brought down. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Again, makes it second and medium. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Here comes a handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8 coming up.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And they'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Looking to pass this time. And he's got it. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On first down, it's play action. And they heave it deep downfield. And that one's picked off. What a play.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Offense getting set. It's second down. Dropping back. It's Beck. Receiver makes the grab. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early, allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now. Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. Lets it go quickly. And it's complete downfield. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Launching it. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out. And for that, it's back to Chris and Craig.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They get the second half started with a running play. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Moss. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Southern California. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They punched it in their last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. So one play moves the ball to the 41. Another first down. They'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 45. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And in first down, they go right back to him.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Grab behind the line. It's Lovett. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Running play called on 3rd and short. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 48 yards out. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Dropping back, it's Moss. Defense is coming after him. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. It's 3rd down for the offense. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Branch. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the 1st half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the 2nd half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Trojans will have 1st and 10 here. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Well, they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
He's got it, looking for the end zone. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion. Now they're set up at 1st and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, SC. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They go back onto the attack, but now behind on the scoreboard. Can they answer right away? They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. 2nd down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Beck. Receiver makes the catch. Looks like Georgia will have the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain. The completion sets up a second down play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They'll take the lead in the second half. The offense still out there. We're going for 2 here. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field for a very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
We thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Incomplete, but a late flag comes in. A lot of contact. Pass interference. Defense.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Scanning the field. It's Moss. Throws a bullet to the right. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down there.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Quick catch over the middle. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw it again. Touchdown, Trojans. This passing game is still on fire. See if they can convert the point after. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Urasek. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Costly hold nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. 1st down here for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Catch made by the tight end. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up.
Oh, and it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, USC. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looks to the left. Pass caught.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Looking to throw. It's Beck. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. That picks up a first down. Spotted at the 39. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. The tight end has got it. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. That's reeled in. It's Lovett. Tackle made after the completion. Here we go now. A crucial play for both sides. They'll set up at 3rd and 4. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. A short completion to the tight end. And they pick up the first down at the 23, getting closer to the red zone. Dogs come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Big 3rd down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Tackled behind the line, it's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Leading here in the 4th quarter, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Running it back, it's Lovett. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Linebackers making some adjustments now. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Finds an open target on the left side. Stiff arms the man. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to pass. It's Beck. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. That completion makes it second and medium. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Looking to throw again. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw for the first down. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff as they try to work the clock here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The ball is caught. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And he'll set up to throw. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Now it's second down here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a third and short from the 20. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle, but first down.
Love to see this with a lead late in the game. In the postseason, you got to trust your offensive line in your back. Not only do you keep the clock moving, you pick up a first down. Now you got a chance to ice this game.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.